If you're pregnant and you want to give birth without tearing, these are the exercises for you. My name is Christine. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist, and I help women prepare for birth and decrease the risk of tearing. First exercise is going to be hip circles. You'll grab your Swiss ball, and you can do this while watching TV or just hanging out. You're going to do circles with your hips in all directions. So first you go clockwise, then counterclockwise. And you'll do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. I suggest doing it daily, multiple times a day if you can. While you're still on your Swiss ball, you can also do hip pelvic tilts. So with these, we'll go back and forth and side to side. And feel which direction might be more restrictive for you and really lean into that. For our next exercise, you can use a Swiss ball or a chair. In sitting, you're going to bring it all the way to one side. So I'm going to be stretching my inner left thigh here. You'll hold it down and lean into it. You should feel stretch in your inner thigh. Try to breathe into that stretch. Hold it for 30 to 60 seconds. And then we'll do the other side. You'll notice that your foot position also impacts how you feel the stretch. So if your foot is here, you might feel it in a different spot. If your foot is here, you'll feel it a little bit more in the adductors. Choose whichever feels like your body needs it at that moment. Again, hold for 30 to 60 seconds and breathe through it. So from here, we're doing a hip flexor stretch. You can either use the ball or use a stable chair, depending on how you feel. You should feel this stretch in the front of your thigh. Again, you hold it for 30 to 60 seconds and make sure you're breathing as you're holding it. For this one, it's up to you. You can use the Swiss ball or you can prop up some pillows. You're gonna bring your knees hip width apart and you're gonna bring your hips back. Slide your arms up and lean into the ball. You wanna relax your head on it or on your pillows, hold that and breathe. So I'm gonna adjust my hips to be a little bit wider. You can grab a yoga block. If you don't have one, that's okay, you don't need it. I'll show you without the yoga block first. So this is one of my favorite exercises to do with my pregnant moms, and it's a deep squat. In this, you'll really feel a stretch, and you might feel a little bit more pressure in that perineal area. I want you to hold it and breathe through it. If this is too much, you can always use a yoga block. So you put it right under your tailbone and you'll sit on it to give you a little extra support. You still get the same stretch, but you don't have to prop yourself up, just using your body weight. You'd hold that and breathe for about a minute. This is one of those poses where I really suggest doing those deep belly breaths and imagining your hips and your pelvis opening up as you inhale. Last but not least, we're going to do some cat-cow, and I'm sure we're all familiar with how to do those, but we're doing a little modification. So typically in cat-cow, you'd be in this position. For our goal, which is to open up our hips, we're going to bring our feet apart and keep the knees in. What this does is it opens up your hip muscles and your hips. So you'll be in this position and we go through cat-cow. This routine can take you anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on what you want and what your body needs that day. For all of these, I would suggest doing about 30 seconds to 2 minutes of each movement, and you can repeat it as often and as much as you want. Take care.